Hello Gemini, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Look, if you've just arrived here and you haven't been here before, there's been a big influx of people that came in over the last few days. If you're one of those people, I hope you'll say hi in the comments. Thank you so much for doing that. And let's take a look at a reading for the week ahead. So if you've never been here before, my readings are always for the week ahead, whether you find it today, tomorrow, or next year. It's always going to be a prediction. And this time we are looking at some oracle cards, and then we're going to throw some tarot at it, find out what's going on. Let me see what's going on for you, Gemini. Oh, we're still in retrograde. It's really, I don't usually have problems talking during retrograde, but lately, yeah, this is a retrograde that's been really hard for me to speak through. So Gemini, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini, please. What does Gemini need to know? We do have not for you. Something here during the week, not for you. Tell me what this is. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me more about Gemini. All right, so we have all that glitters in the never-ending story. What's this about here? I feel like, Gemini, there's something here that is not for you. This little fortune cookie says nope, is what it says. We've got people at odds. It feels like you're at odds with somebody here. We do have, the board is a lot of violet. It feels like you're seeing something clearer than what you've ever seen it before. Card number 6 is about, sixes are about refocusing, right? It's encouraging you to refocus, take a new look at it, maybe a new strategy, right? Because we do have a chessboard here. It feels like somebody needs a new strategy because you figured out that something is not for you. And I feel like you figure it out next week through some sort of a tower. We do have card number 16, which is the tower in the tarot. And it does feel like the universe is about to let you see something for what it really is. We do have card number 16. 1 and 6 is a 7. And 7s for me are about heaven. They're all about divine guidance and divine timing. I feel like all that glitters is not actually gold. I feel like you realize that the mask is slipping for somebody. So if this is a friendship or somebody at work or somebody that you might be dating, it feels like the mask is about to slip and you're about to see that whatever you thought was gold is actually gold plated. Masks on top of this hill of fool's gold. Like that's what it feels like here, that masks are falling. And I want to say that you're seeing everything for what it is when the tower falls. It's an illusion you had built in your mind. It's like, sometimes the way it is, Gemini, is that when we bring good energy to a situation, a relationship, a job, a friendship, and that person really isn't putting in a whole lot of time and energy, but we give more. So it's almost like it makes up for what's going on the other side, that they're not giving a whole lot, but we can't just keep giving more of what they don't appreciate. I feel like there is a tower coming that is going to show you someone for who they really are. We do have the never-ending story, and the never-ending story is card number 37, which breaks down to a 10, which then breaks down to a 1. It feels like something's not over, Gemini. It feels like something is truly not over, that you still have feelings for someone here. Even though the situation itself has ended, we've got somebody here who has got their hand on their head. Oh, she doesn't want to look at herself anymore. The mirror is down here. I can't keep looking at myself. It does feel like something is about to begin again or resume, because the never-ending story tells me that something never ended. So whether you thought it was over or not, something never ended. And it feels like it's about to start again. I want to say that you're about to start it again, Gemini. It feels like it's you that's about to start it again. We have 2 the sea, again, another 7. We have 7, 7, and card number 37 also has a 7. We've got 3 7s. It feels like the universe is pushing you in the way of something that's really wonderful. 7s, right? 777, that's a jackpot. It feels like you're being pushed in the direction of something that's really good for you here. We do have a change in the wind. Something is definitely changing, absolutely. there is some change afoot here, my friend. Let's pick one from here and then we'll go with tarot. Let's find out what else is going on for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini, please. We've got be loyal to what you love. So, could be what you love, who you love. It seems that loyalty is something that's really big for you, Gemini, that you require for people in your life to be loyal. Card number 19 is the Sun in the tarot. I feel like you, again, there's a Sun here. Card number 19 is the Sun. It's the beginning of something, and something else is not for you. So it feels like there is something that possibly is coming to an end, or if it's not ending, you've realized that it's really not for you because you now see it for what it is, because the Tower energy is here. We have learned from the past. Something is not for you. It feels like you're in a repeated cycle. So sometimes, right, let's just pick a scenario, and I don't know if it belongs to any of you, but let's just say you're in a long marriage, 20 years. And maybe you think that you were married to somebody who is, showing you sort of narcissistic behaviors, maybe somebody who wasn't very kind to you. We don't usually stay in a marriage, unless we're loyal, right? Very loyal. And I feel like you are, Gemini. You're a very loyal one. But it does feel like the mask slips. The mask is beginning to slip. And I feel like it's because of that you decide to point yourself into the future. That there's a never-ending story, something that never ended here. And you are in this, and I feel like there is somebody really loyal here who it's never ended with. And the sun is out, so now you see it. Before you didn't see it. That's what it seems like here. Let's talk about tarot for you, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. There is a pinned comment to the top of all the comments. All the information you need is there. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini, please. What is not for you, Gemini? What is not for you? We've got the Six of Pentacles that has popped out here. What is not for you is being breadcrumbed. It does feel like you are a person who is overgiving, and I was just saying that at the beginning. It feels like because you're overgiving that you think that the relationship is okay, or you think that the job is fine, or the friendship is working fine. But I think in truth, when the sun comes out, right, twice, when the sun comes out, I feel like you realize that you really have been breadcrumbing, and that the good energy that was in the connection, whether it's platonic or romantic, was an energy that you brought to the connection. And you thought from your side, because you were giving everything, right? You were giving everything that you could. We've got the Sun and the Fool. You were giving everything that you could. But when the sun comes out, I feel like you finally see that it's not what you wanted. Feels like you are off to some sort of new beginning here. Tell me about all that glitters. Tell me about all that glitters for Gemini, please. We do have the King of Cups. So there is somebody here who I feel might have been keeping things from you. That they weren't, they weren't lying. They're not lying to you, but I feel like it's somebody who is keeping something under the surface. You're having some sort of a tower moment, a realization about somebody who might be a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer. That this person is somebody who is keeping things from you. Or just maybe, I'm not going to say keeping things from you, but just not being truly, completely honest with everything that was going down under the surface. Tell me about the never-ending story. This never-ending story is going to result in some sort of a new beginning with a friend or somebody that you've never dated before. This is somebody who I feel that you are very, very connected to. It is somebody that I do feel you're like attracted to or you have feelings for. And it does feel like that this is somebody who would never abandon you. They're very loyal. They would never abandon you. They just want to be on your team. They want to be part of your team. They want to help you. This could be somebody that you met at work, a friend of a friend. It could be someone that you met in the community. But I do feel that you already have a pretty good relationship with this person. They are someone who's in your environment. I want to say in your wheelhouse. Somebody who's in your environment, right? Someone that you see all the time. But someone that you might be friends with. But I feel like it's you can't stop thinking about them in the way of love. And I think that that's about to drop, because I'm looking at this heart here, and the last thing to fall through here is the heart. And I feel like you're running out of time. You feel like you're running out of time to tell this person exactly how you feel about them. We'll clarify a little bit more. Tell me about be loyal to what you love. We do have the moon energy here. It's a decision you're trying to make. The moon energy, of course, is something that is not as it seems. So I feel like you're deep into this. You're deep in some sort of emotions, that you have deep emotions for this person in the Three of Pentacles. They could be a Cancer or a Pisces, possibly. They could be a Scorpio, maybe another Gemini. Could be an Aquarius, possibly a Leo. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer is here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. So you are in this energy of suspense right now, like you're suspended. It feels like you're pulling back, feels like the wide angle lens you're using, pulling back, trying to get all the detail, trying to look at the situation, find a different perspective. It feels like you're in a pause right now. And we do have the Two of Wands, because I feel like you're about to take some sort of a risk or a leap of faith, because the Two of Wands for me in the reverse is a leap of faith. In the Two of Wands in the upright for me is somebody who is preparing to go to the crossroads and make a decision to go another way. The Two of Wands in the reverse, it's like, I just got to go. I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to take a risk of some sort. Okay, let's clarify a little bit. Tell me about Gemini, please. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. What is not for you? What is not for you? We have the Four of Cups. I feel you're feeling rejected. You're feeling like you missed an opportunity with something because you were tied up in this thing that was not for you. That you were so busy sort of overgiving in order to keep something together that you missed the boat on something else. That's what it feels like here. We do have the World card, and then we have the King of Wands. But now that this is coming to a close, because you've realized it's not for you, it's pretty funny. You can see this note here. It says, nope. Something is not for you because this purple here is the third eye opening. And with the third eye opening, I think that you've realized that this isn't really what you want. Whether this is a group of people or a relationship, platonic, friends, whatever it is, it could be a job as well. This isn't really what I want. I thought that's what I want, but they're making me work too hard. I'm the one that's putting in all the energy and they're barely giving anything back. So it feels like I feel like this never-ending story is a person that you rejected before, and that's why we have the Four of Cups. It feels like you have rejected them, but I feel like you're closing the door on this. This is something that is not for you. So we got the World card here, and it tells me that you are coming to some sort of a milestone in your life. You're closing off a chapter, a whole chapter. It's something that you have been doing for a while that you realized is not for you. And that's the effect of the Tower. When the Tower falls, you realize that there's stuff on the other side of the Tower that you didn't even know was there. And so when the Tower falls, it's like a revelation or a realization that the illusion that you had been building with somebody else, another group, another job, another person, is no longer for you. And I feel like with the King of Wands that you're ready to go get what you want. Tell me what all that glitters is here with the King of Cups. I feel like all that glitters is not gold. And I feel like you thought somebody here loved you or had a great depth of love for you, but you realized what they were doing was holding something down, not saying something. It feels like maybe they don't give you enough emotion, because this King of Cups is somebody who's very stoic on the surface. Maybe this is someone who just can't show their feelings or bring them to the surface, or they hesitate to do it. Tell me about the King of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like when you first got into this thing that is not for you, I feel like it was a lot of fun. I feel there's a lot of passion, a lot of desire, whether it's a person or a job, right? It feels like there was a lot of desire. And we do have the King of Wands here. The Knight of Wands. And then we do have the Five of Cups. I feel like it was a lot of fun, celebrations, going out to eat. Maybe we were traveling, bringing people together. It feels like there was a lot going on here. Passion and fun and excitement. Right? A little bit of instability, but a lot of partying and a lot of fun. But it feels like it's no longer that. It's no longer that. It feels like it's this. These are memories. It feels like the Knight of Wands and the Three of Cups are memories that we're no longer like the Knight is moving away from the Three of Cups. It's like there's no more desire. There's no more celebration. It's like it is. We're on the outside looking in here. It's a lot of lack, is what it is. Tell me what all that glitters is. Tell me what this Tower is about. We do have the Hanged Man, the Magician, and the Ten of Wands. You know what I think? I feel like the realization that you're having here, it does feel like it's something here that I feel is becoming very heavy or became very heavy, and you were stuck in it. It feels like you were stuck in this, I don't know what to do with this energy. You'd been manifesting something different, something else. But I think you're really determined to drop those wands. So when the Tower did fall here, I feel like it pulls you out of this Hanged Man energy and back into your manifestation mode. That you realize that whatever it is that you got yourself into is a place that you don't want to be forever. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. It feels like there's something that's going to resume with a friend that I feel that you've been hiding something from, and I think what you've been hiding is feelings, some really deep feelings. We do have the Sun. They're coming to light. Yeah, it feels like it's coming to light here. The Three of Wands tells me that that you've been waiting for this worried sort of feeling to leave. And I feel like the reason that you're worrying is because the Sun is here, because now you really do see everything for what it is. I really do feel that somebody here is in a realization or having a breakthrough that the person who is the friend makes them very happy. And that this is a never-ending story, because I feel like the whole time that you were in this, whatever it was, you couldn't stop thinking about the other person. Tell me what the never-ending story is. We do have the King of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the Queen of Swords. I feel like you are going to liberate yourself here. It's time to speak. I feel like you've hidden your feelings for too long, because we do have the Ace of Swords in the reverse here with the King of Cups. It feels like you don't have total and complete clarity on how this person feels about you, but I also feel that you've been silent about your feelings, about your emotions for a really long time. And it feels like the Queen of Swords here feels like it's about time for you to put up some boundaries, stand up for yourself, say what you've got to say, and reveal your feelings. It feels like you are going to reveal your feelings. Tell me about the Moon energy here. Now, the feelings that you're revealing could be to a friend saying, look, I'm just not into this friendship anymore. Could be to your boss saying, because the King of Cups can be the boss, right? There could be somebody, and the Queen of Swords could be the boss. Take it as it resonates. But it feels like it's somebody here that you're saying, you know what, this is not for me anymore. Whatever the situation is. There's the Tower. We do have the Tower, we have the King of Swords, and we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So the King of Swords is you're about to be really super honest about what you've been feeling way down deep inside. And it feels like you're ready to put hard work into it, or you've decided to pick another path, because the Seven of Pentacles is an intention to change the path. You pick the path and then you throw the seeds. And then it's your intention to nurture the self. And so I feel like this Tower and the King of Swords is telling me that you're about to tell somebody exactly what's going down, that you've been hiding feelings for a really long time. You've been hiding the truth in the Moon energy. That's what it feels like. So we do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow-moving energy, but it's taken you years to come to the realization that there is somebody who's been sent for you, and it wasn't this person who is not for you, or this job, or this friendship. And I feel like you have decided that you need to move forward, because you were settling. You were settling for something else, but what you want is all of it. And I feel like the person you want all of it with is probably the High Priestess. The High Priestess is somebody who is using their life for the betterment of humanity. So this person is somebody who is using their there's tarot cards on the table. There is a crystal ball. We've got a cat here, and we've got the evil eyes are like falling out of this bag here. It does feel like there is somebody that you know that is probably someone who is quite psychic, and I feel like this person already feels the 10 Pentacles for you. I feel like they just needed for you to wait for you to realize it and get into alignment. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. And so something new is about to begin, something quite abundant here. I'm going to leave that right here for you. Thank you, Gemini, for watching. I do appreciate you. And I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. And I'm out for now. Bye-bye.